Juju Palace has been the tallest building in Monrovia City. This is Liberia, the oldest African country with approximately 4 million people. All the natural resources God has blessed this country with. The people in this country still suffer from poverty, suffer from bad governance, bad leaders. Every time the people of Liberia try to go forward, there's a backwardness. Over 81% of people living in Liberia use copper to cook their food. Mothers, old men on the street have to sell to survive, to sustain their family. Old paps, the fathers that will push wheelbarrows to sell. The youth are in the ghetto, frustrated, hungry, angry. The young people are taking in drugs, unemployment, labor. The ghetto is all where we have our future generation. Rice price is so high, it is the major cash crop of this country's survival. Teenagers are on the street. Prostitution has increased. Beggars are so many. Even the blind cripple struggle to survive. Oh God, help this country. When will our musicians be successful and wealthy as others around the world? Teenage pregnancy on the street selling for survival. Oh God, send us our Savior.
Rice baby, I know on the way. LIB, that is all the power.
Hey, yes, young massive exclusive.
Hey, we got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. See, any question with Pricey B, Pricey B, we next you. Everybody loves you, but I love you best. Yeah, see your dad next you, and your mom next you, and all your friends too. Yeah, I remember the time we were doing longer than me. Rising baby, like we said, I'm lost, I don't know the legend. I said, yeah, I saw people blow through the game. The whole world is causing the deep. We got plenty things to talk about here today. Oh Lord, we got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today.
We're talking. Yeah, talking now or forever hold your peace, it will hurt them some of them. We won't even call us peace or let so take a look at musicians then in this country. We should die first people that show us concern. I understand. Rest in peace, Quincy B and all the other soldiers. Letting to plenty, you see the chance for me to talk. Musician union, that union can't even talk. The politics, I should be the one that to polish it. You can mix it, why we using 3 currencies? The people suffer from hunger, only thought you can offer. Representative, they were in power, they do the best they can, you king, leading the people let the mess. I got problems with LIB TV station, promoting foreign things, forgetting their own production. JFK, the West case, that death case. I should stop it for now, but I still got more to say.
We got plenty things to talk about here today. We don't need a Southwest before y'all come to help us. Oh yeah, we don't need a Southwest before y'all come to rescue. Yeah. See, it's all in a gang, no time for us, my people. Yeah, I see the way I'm suffering. Yeah, see the tough time we going through. Yeah. Sometimes I'm gonna sleep, I wanna keep so music. Yes, it's my dream, so I can never leave it. Believe it. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got plenty things to talk about here today. We got couple things to talk about here today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Turn Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. We begin another day today, and today is the 8th day of September. Woke up this morning to news around the world. COVID-19 still raging hell. Our people still looking for ways to restructure their lives after Hurricane Ida. President Biden was in New York yesterday, day before yesterday, going through the neighborhoods, looking at the tragedies that our people are suffering, how they need relief and help from the flooding, the wind damages, and the pure tragedy people have suffered this past week. So let me put my I even forgot to put my topics up this morning. But I've been so busy trying to catch up with the news and everything. But let me see if I got it yet, please. Give me a minute, please. Let me just put this up. No, this is from yesterday. We see that all around us. Thank you. Here it is. Here. We see that all around us, things are happening. Not only tragedies, but the news that are coming out of things all around us are disparaging. My board, look behind me. What's going on in Liberia? Juju, human sacrifices, virgin sacrifices. It's just too much for us to handle. It's just too much for us to handle. So let me just start my lesson and let's just delve into my topics. Today's topics are: 1, COVID-19 craziness must end in America. 2, law, Juju, virgin and human sacrifices in Liberia. And number 3, the review. We woke up this morning and we see that in America, COVID-19 is not going away. It's not going away. We also see in America that our young children are being affected by this disease. And we know from what others have had, many people who contract COVID-19 do not recover fully. They have future effects from the disease. So here we are now. In the past, we had older people being affected. Now we have our young children being infected. And we don't know what the future ramifications will be regarding their health, their lives. We don't know. So this is craziness. And despite all the efforts our health people are trying to do, this politics and health challenge in America is craziness. Our health people begging us to wear masks. Our society too intolerant to wear masks. Majority of the people. They're too intolerant to take the vaccines. We see our health workers are all kicking against mandates to take the vaccine. This is craziness. We see the fields, the game, the sports stadiums crowded. People not wearing masks, going to concerts, not wearing masks, not considering social distancing, nothing. And the disease is not going away. It has not, and it will not. And we just seem to be ignoring it. And now it is so sad that President Joe Biden has to deal with all of this. Yeah, President Joe Biden comes fighting to resurrect our country from the past 6 years of craziness. And he's confronted with more craziness. Some of them not even of his own making. Many of them. Look at the Ida, the hurricane that's killing our people. Now look at this devastation he has to deal with again. Look at the COVID-19. All the way we got the vaccine. People still not taking the vaccine. People still kicking against it. People want to be paid, giving incentive for their own health. So this is a serious matter we're dealing with, because if people don't minimize COVID-19 in the United States of America, there's no guarantee that we'll control it anywhere in the world. We've just been so blessed in Liberia and in these other places, third world countries, that our people are not dying like in these third world, in these industrialized nations. But we don't know how long that will last. So we've got to take heed and govern ourselves accordingly. We've got to walk the tightrope. We've got to understand that we've got to take initiatives to stop the disease. We've got to do things to return our society to a wholesome functioning society. And right now we haven't met that challenge. Right now we are hanging in a balance. And we need to get on this wagon with Joe Biden. We need to give Joe Biden the help and the support he needs. We can't continue on this divide. This political divide is not helping our country. And we need to recover from this COVID-19. We need to take grave steps to minimize the impact of this disease on our society, and especially on our young children today. So it is in our best interest now to take a step back and look at ourselves in the mirror and consider all this craziness, man. It's crazy. Everybody fighting the mandate. We're fighting this. We're fighting that. Our health people don't want to be injected, vaccinated. Everybody fighting everything, and we're putting it on the freedom. Freedom can only go so far, man. When people's rights and health are being impacted, because if I'm getting sick because you're not taking the vaccine, and you know there's a health risk in our nation, there's a problem. Your actions are impacting my health and my well-being. And this cannot be just. This cannot be fair. So here we are again on the same principles of just and fairness and equality. Because if we know there's a pandemic, and some of us are refusing to take the vaccine, but yet we want to go out and mingle with people. We want to go out and socialize with other people. And we see right now many of the people getting sick are those who have not taken the vaccine. We know now, and that because they have not taken the vaccine, we who have taken the vaccine can have booster vaccines, because people still have not taken the vaccine. And the more they haven't taken the vaccine and mixed it in the society, there are different variants of this disease mutating. And we got to deal with all of this. So now, that's my first topic. We got to take a step back, look in the mirror, and look at all this craziness with this COVID-19 go on in America. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, the whole world will suffer. We are the leaders of the free world. People all over the world want to come to America. Americans living here and going all over the world. There is too much an exchange of people in and out of America for us not to take care of ourselves, not to listen to our president, not to reel our community and society back in from this craziness of 6 years of Donald Trump. Enough is enough. And this thing is impacting our children. And Americans have always been known as people who put our children first, who look at our future. With interest to secure our children's prosperity, advancement, prosperity. But here we are now caught between the rock and a hard place. And we don't know what's becoming of our society. What is becoming of American society? What is the big trouble now? That we can't come together. We can't seem to get this shit right. And it ain't right, man. It ain't right. We can't go on like this. Since Donald Trump, our society is just going down the tube, going down the tube. Look at the people in Texas just passed a law to mess with voting rights again. Look at people trying to read back Roe v. Wade that give women freedom over their own bodies and their own right to decide. And we're reading back all these laws. What's wrong? What is the problem? So, here we are again. And if we don't take heed and govern ourselves, if we don't take heed and listen to our leadership with sound guidance and direction, we'll suffer more. Look at the climatic changes we have, man. Then we're fighting in Congress to get the reconstruction bill and all these kind of bills out so we can restructure our society and our infrastructure. Look at all these things. This is craziness. Then we see thousands of people out there every day clapping at these sports stadiums and these different events and musical events and all these things. We're all masked. We're all social distancing. We're all considering that we need to free our country and ourselves of this pandemic. So my young people in America, my young viewers, this is a challenge, man. This is a challenge, just as the crit challenge, just as the cool water challenge, just like all the other challenges. This is a challenge for us to get this shit correct and get out of this COVID-19 craziness, man, and reel our society back into some sensible, wholesome functioning society where we can get this pandemic under control. And we're doing, right now we look so crazy, man. We're making our health people look crazy. Our politicians looking crazy. We looking crazy. Something got to be done, man, and we got to stop all this craziness. We need sound leadership. We need sound direction. We need sound guidance. And after 6 years of being misled and run amok by Donald Trump, we should want some good leadership from Joe Biden. We should want to see a leader who cares about our people and not just a liar leading us down the tube. So this is an appeal to my young children, a special appeal to my older American people, man. Let's get this shit correct. We can't continue. We got to get this pandemic under control. We got to save lives and have our hospitals available for us, man, when we need them. We can't just keep filling our hospital up with COVID-19 patients and people just dying needlessly over this thing, and we just being grieved and aggrieved and disgrieved and whatever, grieved, and then just carry on. No. It's gotta stop, man. We deserve better. We need better. We pray for better. And these are the challenges. These are the challenges we have to face. So, my fellow Americans, this is a special plea from your brother, man. This is a special plea from your brother. Let's stop this thing, man. Let's get this thing correct. Let's get this thing correct, man. Let's get it correct. It ain't hard. But we got to reel ourselves in from this 6 years of disgruntled leadership, the 6 years of hatred, 6 years of negativity, 6 years of just uselessness. We got to reel ourselves back and rise to a better occasion for our society and our people. All the old people in Congress that try to hold us back, they're racist. We got to get rid of them. We got to get rid of them. So, I'm on first topic for this morning, man. We got to get on the bandwagon with Joe Biden. We got to get behind our president. We got to get behind our health people and try to get this pandemic under control. Try to save more lives. Try to prevent our hospitals from being so overcrowded. It's not so hard, but we got to want to do it. We got to want to do it. There's nothing impossible for us to do. Okay? We just got to stop the craziness, man. Stop the foolishness and understand that we got to be on one page. We got to be synchronized. If not, there's too much confusion in our society, and there's no need for this. Absolutely no need for this. I mean, what all this confusion about wearing masks, not wearing masks, wearing masks, taking vaccines, not taking vaccines. What all this confusion is about? I am confused, and we need to stop the bullshit and get our lives on the right trajectory. My young children, take heed, and govern yourselves accordingly. Pay attention. Pay attention, man. Pay attention. Pay attention. Your big brother is talking to you. Get your shit together, okay? That's my first topic. Now let's look at Liberia. My people, I woke up this morning listening to Cool Radio 91.9. I like to listen because they want to fight people that come out in the morning. And guess what I'm hearing, man? Juju, human sacrifices, virgin sacrifices, human head. And in the midst of all of this is our Solicitor General. The man going around saying he's the head lawyer in our country. He is the law. And yet we are listening to tape recording of him and Ellen Cochran, another criminal who left Liberia, stole in Liberia, now she is in America, came and stole in this country, and now facing 30 years in jail, and she calling the Solicitor General of Liberia when she also has a crime in Liberia for mismanagement and stealing money. And she calling the Solicitor General, who talking with her on the phone, advising her how to beat the charges and how to get involved with Juju to free herself from charges abroad. Are our leaders sick, or are our leaders sick? I just got I covered the excerpt of this recording between Ellen Cochran and Savannah Cephas, our Solicitor General, talking about Juju, about hair sacrifices, about Ofori, a former warlord who George, we are all of them behind, still friendly with, stay hanging with. I told you our country is hostage. We are held hostage of warlords. George Weah is no different from a war criminal. Ellie Joseph Sally, war criminal. Her whole family, war criminals. I told you that I've been telling you this ever since. And y'all keep saying, oh, Chesson, you mad because you mad because they now it's coming to light and fruition that these people are wicked, evil people. These people are demons. Ellie Joseph Sally, all of them are demons. We're devils. We're devils. And we got to deal with these people. So y'all listen to this tape. I hope it comes out good. But I recorded it from 91.9 FM in Liberia. And on this tape, you can hear Ellen Cochran talking with Savannah Cephas. They're the two here on my board. Talking with Savannah Cephas about money, Juju, human and virgin sacrifice, human, virgin, and animal sacrifices. This is the Solicitor General of the Republic of Liberia, and he is involved with human sacrifices, cutting people's hair and taking it to Juju people for power. This man needs to go to jail. Discussing this kind of thing on the telephone with a woman who is wanted by the Liberian government and has absconded our country in America and is pending imprisonment for crimes she has committed in this country. And she committed talking with our solicitor in the general in Liberia to put money together to make human sacrifices for her. And she said no, she can't do it. She prefer for them to do animal sacrifices. Oh Lord, this is where our country has come to. But I just hope this tape is clear enough for you to listen to it. Listen to it. I hope you all could hear it clearly. I didn't know that, why I cut it off. But what they're seeing on this tape here is Ellen Cochran, this woman on the left of this picture, is telling our Solicitor General on the right that she wants sacrifices to be made for her. And he's suggesting that they do it at a certain place and use a certain person called Ofori. This Ofori guy is a former warlord. I think he's Ofori Don. He's a former warlord and murderer. And yeah, all these people here who are leading our country, our Solicitor General who putting people in jail and running around dealing with the laws and the courts of Liberia, is one of the main people involved in ritual sacrifices. Because on the same tape, you can hear Ellen Cochran telling him that Ofori told her that he would take her to the same Juju man that he took him and Nathaniel McGill to make Juju against George Weah and all of that. I mean, these people, our country is going to the demons. Listen to our leaders talking about Juju and voodoo and killing people and using virgins for sacrifices. And human heads, cutting off human heads to make medicine. I mean, this is no joke. This is scary. To see that our law is involved with this and everything that's going on in Liberia, George Weah's name is in it. Matthias McGill's name is in it. Who are these people leading our country? Who are these people? I want to know. Because there can be no way that we can be striving to build a nation that is under the law. And we have our lawmakers, the very people that's supposed to be enforcing and making and implementing the laws, are the very people performing ritual sacrifices, killing people for power, cutting people's heads off to make juju. What kind of country are we in? What kind of country are we in? Our girls are not safe. They're talking about making virgin sacrifices. They want the blood from the girls, from the virgin things, from the hymen. They want that blood for juju. Why would people be so wicked in our country? I mean, to just sit down and blatantly talk these things like that, like nothing wrong, like it's normal. Sit down and talk about killing people, about cutting people's heads, about de-virginizing women to use their blood for juju. What kind of country do we have? What kind of leaders are leading our country today? I told you, I've been telling you from time immemorial that we are held hostages to evil and wicked people. And you blame my Ellen Johnson. It fall right down at Ellen Johnson's head because she is no different than the wicked people leading our country today. She's just as bad as them. So what did she do? What were her sacrifices? You got to tell us. We got to know. We got to know because we want to know. We deserve to know. We demand to know. Now here our Solicitor General running around Monrovia, making juju and thing on the president to stay in power and have influence. But this is where we are. This is where our country is. This is where our destiny is stagnated. Because we're not moving, we're not going forward, we're not coming backward, we're not doing anything positive. as long as we remain as we are, stagnant. So my young children, I just want to take this time to let you all know it's not in our best interest. It's not in our best interest. And until and unless we reel this government back into where it belongs and punish these people, our country will fail time and time again. So, here we are, and here we go. Our third topic, the review. There's no way our country can grow, develop, our children can prosper, or even have hope of prospering in the future when our whole entire country rests on the use of Juju, supernatural powers to move forward. We can't go nowhere like that. So as young people, as young men and women, you people gotta review yourselves too and make the strong and undeterring decision of where you want our country to be, where you want our country to go, how you want us to exist in this new millennium. How? Y'all gotta let us know. Because these old people all around us, and Juju and Voodoo, there's no need to impact you all with this kind of thing. There's no need to burden you all with this kind of thing. There's no need. So how can we breed men and women of our country to lead us into a different direction of decency, of law and order, of consideration of each other's plight and destiny? Because we're all connected one way or another. We're all connected, and that's why people say we're a family. Yeah, we're sort of a family, but we're not a family. We're sort of a family because our destinies are all linked together. And if there's one chain in the link that is too weak and corrupt or dirty and nasty, that ring causes that negative virtue to spread. How far, how wide, how deep, we don't know. That's why we have leaders. That's why we have technocrats. That's why we have special people to deal with these issues. But from time immemorial, we take one step forward and two steps backward. We can't win nothing that way. We can't prosper that way. So it ends up to the same thing. We are the masters of our own destiny. We are the captains of our own fate. And if we continue to strive to do things the right way, and we got leaders that just don't give a damn about anything but themselves, don't care about anything but their own personal lives, that they put over that of ours because they can do it. That doesn't make you right. That doesn't make you right. And worst of all, it make it harmful to us, the beneficiaries of all the good things in Liberia, of Liberia, from Liberia, for Liberia. We are the beneficiaries. But when our leaders come and put cloud over all these things and put a thumb over it and step on it and kick it and run it amok, how can we benefit from these things? We get to a society that will force us to do the same thing our fathers did to our children. We can't do that. Our destiny's got to be different, on a different path. That's my lesson for the day. So take heed and cover yourselves. You know, nobody will come down to talk to us. We have to understand our duties and responsibilities to our nation, ourselves, and whatever we put our interest and trust in is ours. So I just want to leave you all with the thought that if we don't treasure our nation, we'll lose it. If we don't treasure what we have, we'll lose it. And we'll lose it to useless people too, who don't care about nothing, who don't understand our laws and rules and regulations. They can just use things to hurt our people. Continue. Have a good day. My class is done. Think, stay alive, govern yourselves accordingly. Have a good day.